Well, in today's episode of America's Economic Battleground, experts warn of major increases in the national debt under proposals of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. As the national debt hovers at nearly 100% of GDP, the implications for future economic stability are profound. Our next report telling you more.
A recent analysis from the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget reveals that the economic plans of former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris would both contribute to increases in the national debt. But with Trump's proposals potentially inflicting greater long-term damage. What is debt? Essentially, it is the money borrowed by an entity, in this case the US government, to finance its spending. When government expenditures exceed revenue, it must borrow to cover the shortfall. The US government borrows by issuing treasury bonds, notes and bills. These are essentially sold to investors, individuals, banks and other governments. The interest paid on these bonds adds to the overall cost of borrowing. The US currently spends about $2 billion per day on interest payments. To put the total debt in context, the $35 trillion equals the combined GDP values of China, Germany, Japan, India and the United Kingdom. Under the Federal Committee's central estimate, Harris's plan could raise the national debt by approximately $3.5 trillion by 2035, while Trump's plan could add about $7.5 trillion. The estimate suggests that Harris's plan might result in a debt increase ranging from no significant impact to $8.1 trillion, while Trump's could range from $1.45 trillion to $15.15 trillion. As the national debt continues to rise, servicing that debt is becoming increasingly challenging for the government. Experts emphasize that neither candidate has proposed a credible plan to reduce this mounting debt. Meanwhile, the Peterson Institute for International Economics suggests that Trump's main economic proposals, including high tariffs and immigration policies, could have a detrimental effect on the US economy. The institute projects that real GDP growth could decline by the end of Trump's term in 2028. In contrast, while Harris has proposed tax increases for high earners and incentives for first-time home buyers, her plans also lack specific details. Both candidates face scrutiny as their proposals could shape the future economic landscape and influence the country's fiscal stability. Business Bureau, WION World is One.